Hello friends, so today we're gonna discuss a very interesting problem on game theory from the second question from Codeforces round 658, problem B, sequential nim. So there are n piles of stone and what you are given that the ith pile consists of ai stones. Two players are game or playing a game with alternative taking turns in which they are removing stones. In one move, a player may remove a positive number of stones from the first non-empty pile, which means that if, like in this, as you can see, there are three piles given. The first pile has 2, 5 and 4, the number of stones in every pile. So the first player or the number of players can only take out the stones from the piles in the starting order. So first player like take out the piles from this, and they can only take out the number of stones such that till the pile become till that pile is non-empty. Okay, so as you can see, this is the example which is given, which can make it more clear. So the first player can take out one stone. Okay, now because the second player, now it's second player turn, and now this place has only one stone left. The second player has no other choice but to take only this one stone. Why? Because the players are actually eventually taking out the stones from left to right, and they have only the option to take out the stone from the leftmost pile. Okay, if there is some stones in the leftmost pile, they have to take it out. Okay, but as you can see, if there are, let's assume, five stones, so the first player can take out, like, let's assume two stones, and then there are three stones left. So the second player can take out like all the three stones or two stones according to him, but they can only take out the stones from left to right till the that pile become empty. So now the first player has taken out one stone, and the next state is 154. Now the second player will have to take one stone out, and now the state become 54. Now it's first player turn. Now first player take out four stones, and the state become 1-4. Now the second player also again have only one choice. He will always take one out, and it's okay. Now the second first player turn, he will take out all the four stones. If we take out all the four stones, now the second player cannot take out any stones, and he loses. So what you can observe here is, if there is the first player chance, he will always make the second player choose only one stone. He has no other choice. When, like, let's assume there are number of stone which is greater than one. If there is only one stone, let's assume, as you can see in this example, now if there is one stone, the first player can only take out one stone. He cannot take out more stones. But if you find out two, now the second player can take out one stone, and the second player will always have only one chance to take out one stone. I hope you're understanding this part. Now this is the first observation. The second observation you can observe here is, so let's assume that, okay, let's write it down. Okay, so let's assume that, I write down. So the first player, or the situation is like this: 2 1 1 1. Okay, now if there are, let's assume that, even number of ones, and then there is a like 2. Now the first player, what he'll do, because he know that there are three stones left. Okay, the first player, what he'll do, if he take out, let's assume, all the two stones. If he take out all the two stones, now the first player take out those two stones. Now there is the second player chance. So second player will take out the one stone which is left, because the first player has taken out all the stones. So second player will take out this stone. Now it is first player chance. First player will take out this stone. Now second player chance. Second player will take out this stone, and thus first player will lose. And thus first player will not take out the full amount of two stones from here. And what he'll do here is, he will take out only all the stones except one. If he leaves out one stone, then what he'll do, he will make the second player choose this stone again, because let's assume that he will take out all the stones except one, and there is only one stone left. Now the second player will have to take out this stone, and now on this stone there is first player chance, because the first player take out one stone, second player take out one stone, the third player, or the like first player, will take out this stone, then the second player will take out this stone, the first player will take out this stone, and the first player will win. So as you can see, if at this situation this is first player chance, he can definitely win. Okay, now let's assume that there is 2 and there are, let's assume, 4 ones. Okay, now if the second player takes out all the stone at this position, the first player take out all the stones. So now this is the second chance, second player chance, first player chance, second player chance, first player chance. And then the first player take out the last stone, and then now the second player cannot move, and in this case also the first player moves. So now what you observe here is, for both the cases, how many ones are there, it doesn't matter if it's even or odd, the first number which is greater than 1 will decide, because after that whichever person will land on a number which is greater than 1, he can decide out how many numbers he can pop out such that he will always win. I hope you understand. Because if there are all ones, then the first player and the all ones are even, the first player will take out all the number. And if it's odd, the first player will take out all the rest, release one number here and take out all the rest numbers. And thus, whichever player land on the first number which is greater than 1 will have the command over the rest of the numbers. Okay, now there can be one more situation. Let's assume that this is 2. Now it is 1, 1. And then again it is like 2, 1, 1. Okay, now till this I know that if some player come at this position which is a greater than number and then 1, 1, whichever person will come at this position will win. Okay, he can manipulate all the situation that he will win. So let's assume that the first player is at this position. He find out that this number is 2. Now as you can know, because this is 1, 1, he can manipulate his position such that he will reach at this position. Okay, because there are two situations. He can either take out all the numbers, then he can reach, or he can take out like all the numbers except 1 and then he can reach. And thus, as you can see, the player which land on this number which is greater than 1, the first number from moving from left to right which is greater than 1, he can manipulate all the rest of the numbers. I hope you understand, because he can easily take out either 1 or the whole part and manipulate all the rest of the series. So our main target is find if like the series is like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, we will know that the person which is just before this part will win because he can manipulate the rest of the part. Okay, so what does this mean? And if we just find out a number which is greater than 2, the person at this point will manipulate and get the answer. Okay, I hope you understand. But if there is like 1, 1, 1, 1, all of them are 1, then what we will do, we do not know which person will win. The chance will flip. The chance will flip, which means that if it is the first player chance, then this is the second player chance. If this is the first player chance, then this is the second player chance. Now this is the first player which take out the coin. Second player cannot take out the coin, so the first player is the answer. I hope you understand this logic and this logic. So that's the total logic which you can use in this question. I'll take it on to the code part to make it more clear. So this is the code which is also very small. You take the input of n, all the numbers. Bool 1 means that the first player, it is the first player chance. Iterate over all the numbers. Okay, if you find out a of I is equal to 1, which means if you're moving from left to right and you find out any number which is like the situation, let's assume that the situation is 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, and now as you can see, or the situation is 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. Because the first player is at this position, he has no other choice but to flip. Because at this position, he can flip only. He can only flip. Because he can take out the first coin totally. He cannot do. And flip means now the next person chance will come. He cannot manipulate at this position. He cannot do its chances such that he will win in the next position. Because if it's 1, he has to take out the 1 number. And thus then it's a second chance. Now this is the first person chance. And whenever the chance will come in which the number is greater than or equal to 1, then this person can control the rest of the series. I hope you understand. So you have to find out the first number which is greater than or equal to 1 in this series, and if there is more 1, you just flip out the chances because there is no chance. So this means that if there is 1, you will flip out the chances. It means if it's 1, then it will become 0 and 1, 0. Till then you will find a number which is greater than or equal to greater than 1. In the situation you will just flip the answer because the person which is playing at this position will take out its coin and he will win. Okay, and if he will win, then the next person will fall. And thus you have to make the other person lose, and the answer is such that you have to just output whichever one is the false. Okay, you can see this part by using hit and trial or not hit and trial. You can write on paper and see that who will win using this algorithm, and then in the end you will understand that the person which is just false, or the second or as you can see, because we are finding out who is actually winning. Okay, so just you can see that, because if the answer is turn out to be false, then means that the first person is winning. Okay, false means 0, and else the second person. That's a simple logic. I hope you understand. You can also manipulate this code according to yourself, but the logic remains the same. You have to find out the first person which is no, like greater than equal to 1. Or if all the numbers you have encountered till now is 1, you just flip the chances or take the alternate chance. I hope you understand the logic as well as the code. If you still have any doubts, please mention down. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Keep coding. Bye.